ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి, జేఈఈ అయినా, నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
Yes, continuation to the last class. Mechanism of urine formation. Mechanism of urine formation or physiology of urine formation. So generally, what is the mechanism which is involved in the formation of the urine? What are the steps which may be involved in the urine formation? Is nothing but mechanism of the urine formation or physiology of urine formation. So in the urine formation, three principal steps are present. One is the glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration is the first step in formation of the urine. Second step is the tubular reabsorption or selective reabsorption. Selective reabsorption is the second step. Third step is tubular secretion or augmentation is the third step. So in the mechanism of the formation of urine, three principal steps are present. One is the glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration. Second one is the tubular reabsorption or selective reabsorption. Third step is the tubular secretion or the augmentation. So first step, glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration. So what is the glomerular filtration or the ultrafiltration means? Through the filtration membrane, if blood is subjected to filtration to form the primary urine, then that process is said to be as the glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration. Definitely through the filtration membrane, if blood is subjected to the filtration to form the primary urine, then that step is said to be as the glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration. Then how that kind of the blood is subjected to filtrate? Before going to that, at first you have to know how the filtration membrane formation is taken place. How many number of the layers are present in the filtration membrane? So definitely just assume this is the Bowman's capsule inner wall. This is the Bowman's capsule. This is the inner layer, inner wall. In the inner wall, whatever the simple squamous epithelial cells which are present, they are gets modified into specialized cell. They are said to be as the photocytes. This is the photocytic layer. That is nothing but simple squamous epithelial cells layer. Again, this is the capillary of glomerulus. This is the glomerular capillary, means a blood capillary of glomerulus. In the blood capillary wall, simple squamous epithelium which is present, that is said to be as the endothelium. This is said to be as the endothelium. Simple squamous epithelium which is present in the capillary of glomerulus is said to be as the endothelium. Again, in capillary, simple squamous epithelial cells are lies on the basement membrane. This is said to be as the basement membrane. This is the basement membrane. This is the basement membrane. In that way, this is the endothelium of blood capillary. That is nothing but simple squamous epithelium of the blood capillary. Simple squamous epithelial cells are lies on the basement membrane. Basement membrane. This endothelium, basement membrane and photocytic cells layer together constitute filtration membrane. Endothelium of blood capillary, basement membrane, photocytic layer. These three layers together constitute filtration membrane. Filtration membrane. Definitely in the filtration membrane, what are the layers which are present means endothelium of blood capillary, basement membrane, photocytic layer of Bowman's capsule together constitute filtration membrane. So this filtration membrane is responsible for getting the filtration of the blood while that blood is passes through the glomerulus. While the blood is passes through the glomerular capillary, that blood is subjected to filtration to get to form the primary urine. Then definitely among the simple squamous epithelial cells of endothelium, among the simple squamous epithelial cells, just assume this is the endothelium of capillary. This is the one simple squamous epithelial cell, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. So between the two simple squamous epithelial cells, whatever the opening which is present, that opening is said to be as the fenestra. That openings are said to be as the fenestra. Again, just assume this is the basement membrane. This is the basement membrane. This is the basement membrane. Just below to the basement membrane, what are the cells which are present? Photocyte cells of inner layer of the Bowman's capsule. This is the Bowman's capsule inner layer. This is the photocyte layer. Definitely this is the one photocyte. Again, this is the another photocyte. This is the another photocyte like this. This is said to be as the photocytic layer of Bowman's capsule. Between the two photocytes, whatever the opening which is present, this is the one photocyte, this is the one photocyte. Between the two photocytes, whatever the opening which is present, that is said to be as the slit force, or filtration slit. They are said to be as the slit force or filtration slit. Definitely, while the blood is passes through glomerular capillary, due to the pressure difference, this blood is at first subjected to filtration through the fenestra. Blood is at first subjected to filtration through the fenestra. Later through the fenestra, that is reaches into the Bowman's capsule through the slit 4. At first, while the blood is passes through the glomerular capillary, due to the pressure difference, this blood is at first moves to out through blood capillary, moves to out from blood capillary through the fenestra, later through the slit force or filtration slit, that is reaches into the Bowman's capsule. In that way, in the filtration membrane, this entire is said to be as the filtration membrane. So this entire is said to be as the filtration membrane. In filtration membrane, this is the endothelium, this is the basement layer, this is the photocytic layer. These three together constitute the filtration membrane. In filtration membrane, at first, due to the pressure difference, blood is moves out from capillary through the fenestra. Later, that filtrated fluid is reaches into the Bowman's capsule through the slit force or the filtration slit. Then what is the pressure difference? How that kind of the pressure difference is gets created? How that kind of the pressure gradient is gets created to gets form the urine means? Definitely, at first when we observe the blood circulation through the glomerulus, definitely just assume this is the efferent renal arteriole. This is the efferent renal arteriole. Efferent renal arteriole. While blood is passes through the efferent renal arteriole, how much pressure is exerted by the blood on the wall of the efferent renal arteriole means 60 mmHg. 60 mmHg pressure is exerted by the blood on the wall of the efferent renal arteriole. While the blood is passes through the efferent renal arteriole, blood exert 60 mmHg pressure on the both sides of the walls of efferent renal arteriole. That is said to be as the BHP. Blood hydrostatic pressure. BHP nothing but blood hydrostatic pressure. Blood hydrostatic pressure. That is about 60 mmHg. BHP is about 60 mmHg. Though this blood exert 60 mmHg pressure on both sides of the walls of efferent renal arteriole, but that is opposed by the two type of the pressures. This 60 mmHg pressure is opposed by two types of the pressures. What are they means? Definitely whatever the proteins which are present in the blood, they opposes this blood pressure. Whatever the proteins which accept against pressure against to the BHP is said to be as blood colloidal osmotic pressure. Blood colloidal osmotic pressure, that is the BCOP, equal to 32 mmHg. Means definitely though the blood except 60 mmHg pressure on the walls of the efferent renal arteriole, that 60 mmHg pressure is opposed by blood plasma proteins. Blood plasma proteins can accept 32 mmHg pressure against to the 60 mmHg pressure. Means though the blood causes the pressure on the walls, that pressure is opposed by the plasma proteins. Whatever the pressure which is accepted by plasma proteins against to this pressure, that is said to be as the blood colloidal osmotic pressure, that is the BCOP, that equal to 32 mmHg. Similarly, whatever the fluid which is present in Bowman's capsule cavity, definitely this is said to be as the capsular space. Capsular space nothing but space between the inner and outer layer of the Bowman's capsule. That space is said to be as the capsular space. In capsular space, fluid which is present, that is the capsular fluid. This capsular fluid also exert certain against pressure to that kind of the 60 mmHg pressure. Definitely this fluid which is present in the capsular space also oppose this 60 mmHg blood pressure. This is said to be as the capsular hydrostatic pressure, that is the CHP, that equal to 18 mmHg. 18 mmHg pressure. So means how the pressure differences gets created to filtrate the primary urine, to get form the primary urine means definitely through the filtration membrane. Due to the pressure difference, blood is subjected to filtrate to get form the primary urine, to get form the urine. Then how that kind of the pressure differences gets created means, while the blood is passes through efferent renal arteriole towards the capillary, this blood exert 60 mmHg blood pressure on the walls of the efferent renal arteriole. That is said to be as the blood hydrostatic pressure, that is the BHP, that equal to 60 mmHg. That 60 mmHg pressure is opposed by blood plasma proteins as well as fluid which is present in the Bowman's capsule cavity. So how much pressure is exerted by the blood plasma proteins against to 60 mmHg means 32 mmHg, that is said to be as the blood colloidal osmotic pressure. Again, fluid which is present in the Bowman's capsular space, also exert certain pressure against to the 60 mmHg, that is said to be as the capsular hydrostatic pressure, that is CHP. Then netly, how much pressure is greater of BHP than the rest of the two, which is responsible for the filtration of the blood, means that net filtrate pressure that is NFP equal to, net filtrate pressure means what? Netly how much pressure which is greater of BHC than the rest of the two, which is responsible for the filtration of the blood through the filtration membrane, is nothing but net filtrate pressure is equal to BHP minus BCOP plus CHP. Definitely against to the blood hydrostatic pressure, these two pressures are gets exerted. This is exerted by the plasma protein, this is exerted by the fluid which is present in the Bowman's capsular space. So definitely net filtrate pressure, that is BHP minus BCOP plus CHP. Net filtrate pressure is equal to BHP minus BCOP plus CHP. What is the BHP, blood hydrostatic pressure? 60 minus, what is the BCOP, blood collateral osmotic pressure, that is 32 mmHg, plus CHP is nothing but 18 mmHg. So that equal to 60 minus 50, that equal to 10 mmHg. Means of the entire pressure difference, 10 mmHg BHP is greater than rest of the opposite pressures. 10 mmHg BHP, blood hydrostatic pressure, is greater than rest of its opposite pressures. That 10 mmHg pressure is responsible for filtrate the blood through the glomerulus. While that kind of the blood is passes through the glomerulus, due to the 10 mmHg greater BHP than its opposite pressures, blood is gets subjected to the filtration through the filtration membrane. So definitely because of due to the greater 10 mmHg of BHP than its opposite pressures, while the blood is passes through glomerulus, blood is subjected to the filtration. By that way, this liquid state of the blood plasma is gets pushed into the Bowman's capsular space. Bowman's capsular space along with the dissolved state of the material. So in that way, because of due to the 10 mmHg greater BHP than its opposite pressures, this blood is subjected to the filtration through the filtration membrane. By that way, this liquid state of the blood plasma along with the dissolved state of the material gets oozes or moves into the Bowman's capsule space. Bowman's capsule space, this process is said to be as the glomerular filtration or ultrafiltration, because the filtration of the blood is occurs through the glomerular wall. Filtration of the blood is occurs in glomerular capillaries. So that only it is said to be as the glomerular filtration. Definitely this filtration of the blood is occurs through microscopic opening. Definitely fenestras are microscopic openings. Slit pores also microscopic opening. If this kind of the filtration is occurs through the microscopic opening, then it is said to be as the ultrafiltration. Definitely, if this kind of the blood is subjected to filtration through the glomerular wall, then it is said to be as the glomerular filtration or the ultrafiltration. That is the first step. Definitely, glomerular filtration is non-selective process. It is the passive process. Definitely in this case, while the blood is subjected to filtration, definitely selectively substances may not be gets moves out from blood into the glomerular space. Definitely, while the filtration is going on, the substances may not be gets selectively moves out from the glomerulus into the Bowman's capsular space. So randomly, this substances may be gets moves out from the glomerulus into the Bowman's capsule space by the or through the oozing blood plasma. So that only this is said to be as the non-selective process. Again, it is the passive process. Means for this kind of the glomerular filtration, ATP energy is not gets utilized. For this kind of the glomerular filtration, this ATP energy may not be gets required. So this is only due to the pressure difference only. This filtration is occurs only due to the pressure gradient or the pressure difference only. Here ATP energy may not be gets utilized. So that only it is said to be as the passive process. In that way, due to the 10 mmHg of net filtrate pressure nothing but definitely 10 mmHg of BHP, blood hydrostatic pressure is greater than rest of the opposite pressures. Rest of its opposite pressures, the 10 mmHg greater BHP is responsible for filtration of the blood to get to form the primary urine. So that only this 10 mmHg pressure is said to be as the net filtrate pressure. Again, due to this kind of the filtration, whatever the fluid which is gets formed, whatever the blood plasma, liquid state of the blood plasma which is reaches into the Bowman's capsular space, that fluid is said to be as the primary urine or glomerular filtrate or ultrafiltrate. Due to this kind of the glomerular filtration, due to this kind of the ultrafiltration, finally whatever the fluid which is reaches into the Bowman's capsular space, whatever the blood plasma which is reaches into the Bowman's capsular space, that fluid is said to be as the primary urine or the glomerular filtration, glomerular filtrate or the ultrafiltrate. Means due to this kind of the ultrafiltration, finally whatever the amount of the liquid, whatever the amount of the fluid which is reaches into the Bowman's capsule, that fluid is said to be as the, that liquid is said to be as the primary urine or the glomerular filtrate or the ultrafiltrate. Then how much amount of primary urine or glomerular filtrate or the ultrafiltrate is gets formed in both sides of the kidneys of the person per minute means per minute 125 ml or 180 liters per day. In both kidneys, per day 180 or the glomerular filtrate or the ultrafiltrate is gets formed here, or in 1 minute from both kidneys 125 ml of primary urine is gets formed here. This rate of the formation of the primary urine is said to be as the glomerular filtration rate. This is said to be as the glomerular filtration rate, or simply we can say that is the GFR. Glomerular filtration rate means totally how much amount of the primary urine is gets formed in both sides of the kidneys per minute or per day is said to be as the glomerular filtration rate, that equal to 125 ml per minute or 180 liters per day. Definitely to form the 125 ml per minute, to form the 125 ml per minute, how much amount of the blood have to be subjected to filtration? Definitely to get form the 125 ml of primary urine per minute from both kidneys, then how much amount of the blood have to be passes through glomerulus of both kidneys, how much amount of the blood have to be subjected to the filtration means about 1100 to 1200 ml of blood have to be subjected to the filtration in both kidneys per minute for formation of the 125 ml of primary urine per minute. Definitely 1100 to 1200 ml of blood means that equal to 1/5 of COP, cardiac output. Definitely this equal to this volume equal to 1/5 of the COP. Cardiac output equal to 5 liters, approximately 5 liters per minute. So that only this 1100 to 1200 ml of blood is approximately equals to 1/5 of the cardiac output, means per minute for both kidneys totally how much volume of the blood is gets reaches means 1100 to 1200 ml, that is subjected to the filtration in both kidneys to get form the 125 ml of primary urine per minute. Definitely here important question is that definitely to form the 125 ml of primary urine, 1100 to 1200 ml of the blood is subjected to the filtration, of which how much volume of blood plasma is subjected to filtration. So question is that definitely how much volume of here important question in NEET examination on this particular concept is that how much volume of blood plasma is subjected to filtration in both kidneys to form 125 ml of primary urine how much volume of the blood plasma is subjected to the filtration in both kidneys to form 125 ml of primary urine per minute. Per minute is the question. Definitely, as per our textbook information, as per our book information, both kidneys about 1100 to 1200 ml of blood is subjected to filtration. 1100 to 1200 ml of the blood is subjected to filtration to form the 125 ml of primary urine in both kidneys. But what is the percent of the blood plasma in blood? Definitely in the blood plasma percent is 55, blood cells percent is 45. In this kind of the filtration, blood cells may not be gets filtrated to out. Only liquid part of the blood plasma is subjected to filtration. Definitely in the case of the blood of the person, 55% is blood plasma, 45% are blood cells. In blood, definitely two principal portions are present. One is the blood plasma, second one is the blood cells. This account about 55%, this account only 45%. Then what is subjected in, what is the part of the blood which is subjected to filtrate in? Glomerular filtration means only blood plasma but not the blood cell. So that what is the percent of the blood plasma means 55%. Means to calculate how much volume of the blood plasma but not blood plasma is subjected to filtration in both kidneys to form the 125 ml of primary urine per minute. Means of this volume we have to calculate 55%. This is the total volume of the blood. Of that we have to calculate 55%. Then automatically 55% is value is nothing but blood plasma volume. So that is subjected to the filtration. So means definitely to calculate the blood plasma which is subjected to filtrate to form the 125 ml of the primary urine per minute in both kidneys, we have to take the, for example, blood volume if we can consider as the 1200 ml. Definitely of this 1200 ml we have to calculate 55%, that is 100. Then definitely that equal to 55 into 12. So what is that? 660 ml, that equal to 660 ml of blood plasma is subjected to the glomerular filtration. That is responsible to get form the 125 ml of the primary urine per minute. In that way, so glomerular filtration rate means how much volume of the primary urine is gets formed in both kidneys per minute is said to be as the glomerular filtration rate, that is the GFR. That is 125 ml per minute in both kidney or 180 liters per day in both kidneys here. So to get form the 125 ml of the primary urine per minute, definitely 1100 to 1200 ml of the blood have to be subjected to filtration. Again of that 1100 to 1200 of blood, 660 ml of blood plasma must be subjected to the filtration to form the 125 ml of the primary urine in both kidneys per minute here. This is the first step, that is the ultrafiltration or glomerular filtration.